I was going to release a guide on the mid-game of Deadlock, but on my last video, I got a comment, and I'm going to show the comment right here. And the TLDR of this comment is, there was a player who commented on my video saying how they feel like they can't really play Deadlock because the matchmaker keeps putting them in with super tryhards and they can't even just learn the game and enjoy it. And they're saying that they're going to quit the game and just wait till the player base is larger and then just come back so they can actually play the game and enjoy it. And if you've been playing Deadlock at all, you know matchmaking is a big complaint for a lot of people. So I'm going to give my 2 cents on the matchmaking and just talk about how I think the matchmaking should be changed to attract newer players, to just in general balance the game better, and a few other things. And that's what we're going to talk about in this episode of Shy's Yap Session. And if you guys are new here, this is a series where I yap about a topic and you turn me on in the background while you do something else. Or if you really want to, you can watch the mid-gameplay. Now, first thing, this isn't a hate video, right? A lot of people that I've been seeing, if you guys don't know who Yoshi is, Yoshi's a dev for Deadlock. And most people, when they think about Deadlock devs, they think of Yoshi. He's pretty active in Discord. He's pretty active in general, right? And I've seen such an obscene amount of like Yoshi hate recently, or like, Yoshi, are you an idiot? Or what's wrong with you, Yoshi? Or this or that. It's kind of crazy, right? So this video isn't going to be that. It's going to be more of actual, constructive criticism. And speaking of Yoshi, send it to him, tag him, link him, do something, get him to watch it, make the video blow up. Comment about, wow, this is the best Deadlock matchmaking video ever. So then we can beat the YouTube AI. So I think, wow, this really is the greatest video ever. Anyways, first of all, the comment. The comment made me really sad because I really like this game. I've been playing games now my whole life. Played every game. Smite, I've played League, I've played CS, I've played Overwatch, I've played Destiny, played so many different games, right? And it's been probably 15 years since I've played a game that I enjoy as much as Deadlock, just to log into or just to improve at, or just so many different things, right? And I honestly have really good hopes for the game. I think the game could be gigantic. The fact that it even maintains 80,000 players every single day, when most people that I talk to don't even know what Deadlock is absolutely insane to me. So to see someone who says like, I can't even play it, it's just I can't get matched in a game where I get to enjoy myself. You know what I mean? It's sad because I really do like the game. And the thing is, I can't defend it. In my experience, if you watch my last video, you know, my main account, now it has about 200 and something games, right? 200 something games. Most of the games I'm stomping, and I'm Archon, right? Archon 6 now. I just hit it last night actually because I was playing on my main. But I'm Archon 6. I have 2 other accounts, one in Phantom 4, I think it's Phantom 4, and one in Ascendant 1. The Ascendant 1 Ascendant 1 account only has 20 something games. The Phantom account only has 30 something games. So how could I, if I'm so bad and I'm an Archon player or whatever, how did I hit those ranks so easily, right? Regardless of bad teammates or regardless of matchmaking or whatever, I managed to hit those ranks very, very, very easily and still perform very well in each of my matches. And the big problem is, even in those Phantom lobbies, I half of the time cannot tell the difference in quality of teammates or quality of enemies between that and Archon. I think below Archon is the circus, But Archon, Oracle, and Phantom, not that different. Ascendant is the first time I started getting any decent teammates with brains that knew how to play the game, right? But even then, I'd get one good teammate that knows how to play the game. The next game, I'd get a guy who doesn't even know what resetting waves is. It's like, oh, bro, how did you get here? Oh, I have 2,000 games. I've been playing since there were 4 lanes. What? What? So how you know what I mean? It's just, why am I with you? Why am I in the same game as you? And if you've heard any videos about Eternus players talking about it, it's the same thing up there. There should not be like 20 ranks in this game, and the top 2 ranks are still full of terrible players. Just shouldn't be that way. But the problem is right now, matchmaking is set up where it's pretty much wins and rank boosts. Speaking of rank boosts, oh boy, I know a few people, and I've played with a few of them, and I've matched against some of them, and just a lot of players in general. 11 lost streaks, 20 lost streaks, 15 lost streaks, still have not deranked. Can someone explain that to me? But me, if I lose 1 game, I might derank. And if I win 20, I don't rank up. If you've probably heard my Ritualist story if you watched my last video, or Archon story. I have 2 of them. Ritualist 5, I won, I think it was 14 games in a row. Archon, like 4, I won 11 games in a row. Do you think I ranked up in either of them? Spoiler, no, right? Didn't matter if I was MVPing. It didn't matter if I was playing with friends that are higher ranked than me, so I'm playing in actual Oracle lobbies, winning, while I'm a Ritualist player. It doesn't matter. It was just, oh, sorry, you've been in this rank for 6 business days. Good luck. So I've talked all my trash. I've talked about how it's bad and all that. Let's talk about how I think you could fix it. Now, first, how long you stay in a rank should not determine how stuck you get in that rank. Not a good idea. Not a good idea for a lot of reasons. Most of the reasons is like, if I'm learning, right? I was terrible at this game. I actually was losing and getting stomped in like emissary and just every rank, every single, except for maybe initiate lobbies, I lost. I was bad. I was negative, you know, or I was getting carried by my friends. The problem is, by the time I got good, it took 100 games, right? Maybe 150. I get good and I'm playing in Oracle lobbies with my friends because they're higher ranked than me, and I can't rank up anymore because the game just says, no. You've been here too long. Doesn't make much sense, you know? And for new players, it doesn't incentivize them wanting to play. Now, don't get me wrong. This game's invite only. It's not even open yet, blah, 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 blah. People could say all the cope they want. The game's very good. The game's a lot better than most actual open games right now. So it's just cope to say, oh, well, actually it's a closed access beta and blah, 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 blah. The game is pretty good. Minus the matchmaking, the game is good, right? So to sit there and just ignore just the matchmaking and say, oh, well, it's okay because it's this or it's because it's that. Just not true, you know? If they can do 99% of the game right, they can do this part right too. Now, the thing is, if you're not going to just do it off of win rate, you have to do individual performance. But there's a lot of problems with individual performance. Now, if you're, let's say, a big carry hero player, so you're always getting pretty high lifesteal, so you have high healing, you have pretty high objective damage because maybe you're a gun carry, you have pretty high player damage because you're the only carry on the team, you're going to farm every single stat, and you're going to look like the best player ever, and you're going to get artificially boosted to the ranks if they do individual performance. The way I would try to counteract that is support characters usually should be building a certain type of way or certain items or whatever. For example, let's say you buy curse for your team and you hit curse, and out of 8 of the curses you apply, it maybe it contributed to saving one player's life and getting 2 kills or whatever, because I feel like those are easy metrics to track. If your teammate applies curse to someone that's shooting you and you escape and live or whatever, I think we could track that as the curse was useful, right? So that could be a metric to work towards your favor of, oh, this is a good player. Okay, oh, this player's doing this correctly, doing that correctly. Or even lane stats. This person has an average of 3 denies more than everyone else on his team most games. Or he has, let's say, 2,000 more player damage most of his games in lane. Or has 2 less deaths on average than the players in his games. Everything would have to be lobby based. It wouldn't be able to be like some games do, well, compared to the top 99% of Genji players, he performed better than him per 10 minutes, so he must be really good. You know, instead of doing that, you'd have to do it very game by game, you know? Okay, in this lobby, he outfarmed everyone, or his macro was better because he was always doing this or always doing that, or he kept a lead in souls, or maybe even he had a good comeback in souls, etc., etc. There's a lot of little things that you can account for that will solve the problem of the carry players always get boosted through the ranks, and I don't because I'm a support player. Now, placements is another thing. Right now, placements is kind of like a dartboard. You just throw and you pray. I think there's a little bit of rhyme or reason to it. I don't think it's just fully throw and pray, but there should be a little bit more rhyme or reason to it. And the way I think they should do that is start at a 50%, right? There's so many ranks, start them dead center of the ranks. I don't know, what is that, like emissary, ritualist, archon? I don't remember. I'd have to see the graph and let's see the ranks or whatever and see which one's dead center. But put everyone dead center of the ranks on their first game. Then, since you have individual performance added, you can use that individual performance to decide, okay, they won the game and stomped. Let's put them to the upper half. So that means 75%. So instead of 50%, 75%. And then you do another iteration of that, another, let's say through 10 matches, 5 matches, 7 matches, whatever. So what it would be is, let's say you win first one. So you start at 50%, you win, but you did really well. So then they put you at 75%, top 75% of players. And then maybe you lose, but you performed well. So instead of 75%, maybe they put you at 80%, because if you performed well and you lost, it could have just been team. Then you play at the 80%, and let's say you get stomped, right? You clearly are below that. Maybe we can go back and maybe say, maybe it was just a good game that game. Then we go back and maybe go to 70% or top 65% of players and test there. And just kind of, I forgot what it's called. It's not iterations. There's a mathematic term for it. I forget, but it's just different iterations of that, trying to find the average of where your performance ends, right? When you start playing bad. Now, of course, there's going to be bad days or someone plays bad for their placements, but that's just something that happens in every game. So we don't really care about that. You know, I don't expect Yoshi or anyone to account for, well, he was playing bad. You know, it was a bad day. Nobody cares. You know, no game cares about that. But let's say you lose and you get stomped or whatever, then we put you to the bottom 25% of players. And then maybe you win and then we put you to the 40% of players, and just try to find an average of where you belong and then let you just play and see how you perform and then boost you based on that or derank you based on that. Now, rank reset. This is one a lot of people talk about. I don't think a rank reset is a bad idea. I think it actually is necessary just because of how many terrible people I've met that are Eternus, Ascendant, etc. Even if there's a guy who streams, like the #1 Haze or whatever, I forgot his name, but I've watched his stream, right? He streams every night at the exact same time on the dot pretty much, which honestly, gotta give you props for. That's impressive. But I watch his lobbies. He's playing with idiots 8 games out of 10. He is so much better than most of the lobbies he plays in. It's insane. And this is the best of the best players. Why is the #1 player or top 3 player so much better than so many people, right? And I would understand if it was another game, you know, if there were less ranks in the game. But with the amount of ranks there should be no reason that you're getting filtered even at Eternus 6. It just doesn't make any sense. So a ranked reset would help with that. Now, the thing about a ranked reset is I think they should release, even if it's garbage, low quality slop, some kind of cosmetic or some kind of token or charm or something that shows what your rank was before they do the rank reset for the closed beta. And if they do a rank reset, I think they should do open beta, but what do I know? But if they're going to reset it and give us something, because it's going to piss a lot of people off that, oh, I was the rank 1 player, or I was this, or I was that, and I got nothing to show for it. Now, don't get me wrong. It's like, oh, you're talking about rank in an unfinished game. But as far as I'm concerned, this game is pretty finished. You know, this is a good game. This is pretty good game already. I think it sucks for newer players because there's so much to do for and all that, but don't worry. That's what my channel's for. Anyways, please have Yoshi watch this video. Everyone send it to him. Everyone comment about how this is the best video ever. Everyone do anything. Just say, hey, Yoshi, I'm adding you in Discord right now. Yoshi, please, there's this guy named Coach Shoddy on YouTube. I need you to go watch his latest video. It's directly for you. Please. You know, whatever you guys got to do. Anyways, if you guys have ever felt lost with improving your aim, check out the top link in the description. And if you guys want to check out my laning phase video, it should be on the screen right here. Anyways, I love you guys. Have a good one. God bless you.